Hey Cake family, looks like I'm live in the group, so I'm gonna give it a couple minutes for people to join. So if you are watching, please say hi, tell me where you're from, because we are coming to you live from the RV, and we are currently in Montgomery, Texas, and we are on the move. So tell me where you are from, and maybe we will be visiting your city soon. So say hi, let me know where you are joining us from, and I will look forward to visiting you in your city. So it looks like a couple people have joined us so far. Hey Jasmine, how's it going? I think you were interested in hearing more information about the mastermind, I noticed. So please let me know if you think of any questions. And let me know again where you guys are tuning in from. So if we happen to be in the area, we will swing by and visit you guys. Okay, so for those of you that are brand new to the group, my name is Tiffani Higgins. I'm a CPA. And I started and founded the Stay-at-Home Bookkeeper Academy to teach people how to become bookkeepers and work from home and have the freedom and the flexibility to work your own schedule, make $100 an hour or more, and be able to attend your kids' school events, homeschool them if you want to, just be able to live the life that you want on your terms, but also make a lot of money doing it. And it's really cool with a bookkeeping business because you can do this part-time or full-time if you want. You can also have employees and have a team, so they handle most of the work for you. There is so many options and so much flexibility with a bookkeeping business. So I really wanted to share my journey with everyone because it works so well for our family and changed our family's lives. Emily says, hey, brand new member from Maine. Awesome. Welcome, Emily. We're so excited to have you. I'm going to do an overview of this whole group and this whole program, but please let me know if you have any questions as we're doing this live tonight. Hey, Christina, I know you have so much good news going on in the group. Christina, you want to post some of your wins so that some of the newbies can see how awesome becoming a self-employed virtual bookkeeper is for your family? Let's see, Jasmine said, I had my first call today. Love the videos I've seen and reading about this business. Fantastic. Awesome. Well, let me know if you have any more questions that you didn't get answered on your calls, or if something else came up after you got off your call. I'm super excited to answer those questions. Chelsea's joining us. Guess what? I signed 2 clients today. I'm over my March goal, halfway into my April goal. All right, Chelsea, yay. Megan shared that with me. I am so excited. And Chelsea, I would definitely like to pull you in next week so we can have you on the live with me, and so you can share your experience becoming a self-employed virtual bookkeeper, so other moms can see what it's like from someone else other than me. So that would be awesome. And let's see, Kaylin says, I'm going to be signing up for the Academy in the next couple of weeks. Yay, awesome, fantastic. We are so excited to have you in there, and you are in for a treat. It's going to be great. So for those of you that are totally new, just watching this, I'll kind of give you a little bit about my backstory so that you guys can kind of understand who this is for, how it can help, that kind of thing. I was actually working at a CPA firm. I was working a lot of hours during tax season, and I had my 3rd child, and basically didn't really get a very good raise when I got my CPA license, and was basically working just to pay for my nanny. So I decided to quit after tax season and just launched my bookkeeping business from there. And it was so crazy because I just really wanted to do it part-time to make up the difference from what I was making minus what I was paying for daycare. And very quickly I replaced that. So quickly, in fact, within 7 months, I was able to cover all of our household bills. So my husband was even able to quit his job, and he became a stay-at-home dad on Christmas Eve of 2015. And so that's where it really got started. And we realized, wow, this is life-changing, super life-changing. And me being really adventurous and really liking to see where I can take this, I kept going. And we got to the point where I was making $200,000 a year, working less than 40 hours a week. And my husband was a stay-at-home dad. So, you know, based on my pricing model, we could really have made $250,000 per year per person. If my husband and I both wanted to work full time in the business, we'd be making $500,000 and have no employees. It's just absolutely mind boggling. So, but the cool thing is, let's say you only want to make $100,000 a year. So you can work like 15, 18 hours a week and make $100,000 salary. How many people do you know can say that? So it's really, really cool. And the proof is in the pudding because all of my students are making this kind of money as well. When you're new at the very beginning, you sometimes don't make the full $100 an hour because it takes you longer to learn and get efficient. But after your second, third client, you are really efficient with it. You understand how to quote. You're really good with talking to clients and completing the work, and you really will make $100 an hour. So it's really, really exciting. Mary has a good question. Is this good if we live in Australia? It is. However, if you are in Australia, there are certain requirements that the Australia does make you adhere to. And I believe you have to have a certificate 1 of bookkeeping, and you have to have 1,400 hours under a bookkeeping or a BAS agent, I think. I don't really know all the exact details. All I know is that you do have to have some type of certification and you have to have hours worked under someone. So if you happen to have those credentials, then you can definitely join the academy and we can help you grow your business. Australia is the only area that we know of that does require those. So if you're in New Zealand or the UK or Canada, you're all good to go to join our academy and do this as well. So Mary, feel free to check and see if you meet those requirements, or if you're completely brand new to bookkeeping, like most of our moms are, you can look into getting that certification and look into working for someone for a little while, for maybe a year, and then we can help you launch your business after that. So it would be a longer game for you at that route. But that's one point that I do want to bring up to everyone. We get asked this a lot. Is this a scam? No, it's not a scam. And it's also not a get rich quick scheme. So this is teaching you how to replace your 9-to-5 income rather quickly, but it does require work on your part. You have to follow our guidance. You have to be coachable. You have to be an action taker, and you have to be organized. But if you do have those traits, you are going to change your life and change your family's lives, and you're going to be so happy that you did. But it is definitely not a get rich quick scheme. It's not selling products. It's actually learning a new skill. But the cool thing about our academy is that we want you to learn this skill while you're getting paid. So for instance, for me, I went to college for 4 years, but got my accounting degree, and then I had to work my way up. I think my first job out of college was $29,000 annual salary working as an auditor for the state of Missouri. And I had to slowly work my way up. And even when I was in my mid-30s, about to have my third kid, I was only making like $40,000 a year, barely over $40,000. So it was like, I had to put in a lot of time to even just make that much. But we have designed the academy so that you can get clients and start making money as soon as your business is set up. And if you devote time to it, you can really be ready to roll and get clients within just a couple of weeks at the most. So 7 to 14 days and you're ready to get clients. Sometimes people come into our academy and they already have a client, and that is awesome. And so when you do that, you're getting paid. But we have everything set up in the academy to support you and help you do an amazing job for that first client, second client, third client, and so on, even if you've never done bookkeeping before, even if you have no experience at all. So we don't want you to just jump blindly into this and think, okay, well, maybe I'll make money. No, this whole program is designed around you making money, and making money ASAP, as fast as you can. We want you to get clients as fast as you can, and then we want to hold your hand and help you do the work. So that way you understand what you're doing and you're doing a great job for your clients, so then you can get referrals and you can get more and more clients. So that is what we kind of do, our goal in the academy. Ulysses says, how many hours per week are the academy sessions? So we have a lot of different options for Zoom calls in the academy. On Mondays, we have a Monday mindset call, goal setting, book club, guest speakers. We have a guest speaker coming up this next Monday, and she is a parent coach, and she's going to talk about money mindset for mompreneurs. So it's going to be really exciting. That usually lasts about an hour every Monday. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we have open office hour Zoom calls. They last anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes to sometimes 2 hours. And during these calls, you can hop on and you can ask any question relating operating, growing your bookkeeping business, and most importantly, how to do the actual work. And during these sessions on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we offer private breakout rooms with our student mentors. So if you need to share your screen, you're totally stumped on this transaction that your client has, or you just need your hand held for some reason, you can request a secret breakout room, a personalized one-on-one attention that you can go into during these Zoom calls, which is awesome. Let's see, every other Friday, we do sales coaching. So Eileen from our sales team, she comes on and shares some tips and tricks on how to talk to new clients, new potential clients, and how to convert them to become clients. So you can learn the skills of sales without really being like a salesy, like used car salesman type of person. And you'll feel good about how you talk to clients. And then every Saturday we do a business setup call. So a lot of times it's for our newer students that are getting their website set up and going, because we do that for you as well. And if you ever want to make any changes to your website, add any testimonials or reviews, or change your logo, change your colors, things like that, you can hop on that call and we walk you through how to do that. So it's really awesome, because then you're empowered on exactly how to make changes to your own website, which is great because IT developers, website developers can be really expensive, especially if you have to make a lot of changes, and sometimes it takes a while to wait on them as well. So it's nice to be able to know how to do that and be able to make changes when you want to. Let's see, I think that's all of the Zoom calls that are group sessions. So we've got one almost every single day of the 7 days. Sunday, I think, is our only day we don't have a Zoom call right now. And we also have the ability to do private one-on-one Zoom calls with your first client. So for those of you that are totally brand new to bookkeeping, you've never even heard of it or don't even know how to do it, you can still do this, and we walk you through everything. So when you get into the academy and you learn the basics and you're ready for that client, you go out and find that first client following our tips, then when you come back, and you can book these unlimited personal one-on-one Zoom calls with our team, and we will walk you through every single step of completing the work for that first client until you are completely done and you've produced perfectly polished financial statements to give to your client. And so it's really, really great, because once you do that process one time, it's pretty much the same for 99% of your clients. And then the rest of them are just repetitive, and you can, if you've got one-off questions for some of them, you can bring them to the other Zoom calls. But by then you'll already have a really great grasp of how to do this bookkeeping stuff, and it'll be really exciting. So in addition to the personalized one-on-one Zoom calls that you get for your first client, you also get a chance to have us review the financial statements for every client that you have. So even your second, third, fourth client, if you want somebody to look over your work, we do that for you. So you know without a shadow of a doubt that you are producing great financials and you're doing a great job for your clients. So that's why we have it set up like that, is because we want to help anyone, not just if you have an accounting degree or if you have bookkeeping experience, but we want to help anyone, any moms or any dads, grandparents that want to do this, then we want to be able to help you, and we can. So great question. I love those questions. Mary says, or can we do it virtually from Australia and get USA clients? I had someone look into that a while back, Mary, and I don't think that Australia allows you to do that. But it would be nice if you're able to call like the BAS agent department, I'm not sure exactly what it's called, and find out if they will allow you to do that. Have a maybe a US based business, but I just don't know the answer to that without talking to someone in the government departments there. So, but it may be an option. Nicole says, I would love to join the academy, but financially can't. But if we could pay you directly monthly, that would help. Oh, thank you so much for asking. We actually don't do that anymore. It's a huge administrative burden on our small business. But instead of paying for the academy monthly payments directly to us, you can do our funding specialist. So the funding specialist, they have very low requirements. All you have to make is between $35,000 and $40,000 per year on either a W-2 or a 1099. So what that can be either you or your husband, your spouse, your mom, dad, grandparent, aunt, uncle, anybody that would be willing to invest in your business for you, as long as they have $35,000 to $40,000 of annual income and they have a credit score of 6 to 620 or higher, then they can get approved. So it's always an option. If you want to book a call with us, Nicole, and we can just chat about it, we would love to do that. Another thing that's been really, really helpful for a lot of our students is getting a direct loan from their bank. So whatever bank that you bank at, you might give them a call and just see if they'd be willing to help you finance the academy. The payments that are offered through a funding specialist and through a bank loan are going to be much lower than what it would cost if you made payments directly to us anyway. But unfortunately, we don't offer that as an option anymore. But we would love to chat with you about other options if you would like to hop on a call about that. Absolutely. Jasmine says, can you start out under someone as a team member while in the academy? So if you are working for another bookkeeper and you want to join the academy, depending on what your goals are, like if you're wanting to learn how to do this so you don't have to work for someone, then you absolutely can. And if you're wanting to join the academy and your boss is wanting to pay for you to join so that you can help them grow their business and do the work, you can absolutely do that. So it's pretty flexible. But maybe, Jasmine, if you wouldn't mind elaborating on that question a little bit, that would be awesome. Let's see. I think maybe Sharon texted me thinking I was you. Oh, you had your first call today too. All right. Let's see. Sharina, whoopsie. Crystal says, life-changing for sure. Crystal says she's been in it for 7 weeks and loving it. That's awesome. What has been the most life-changing thing for you, Crystal? I would love to hear. Everybody is impacted by this business in different ways. Some people are just so excited to be able to bring in the same amount of money and cover their bills, but work like a fourth amount of hours, so like 4 times less than what you're working now. Some people, that's life-changing for them to be able to spend that much time with their kids and still be able to pay all their bills and have some extra money. Other people, it's life-changing because there's no limit to what they can earn now. So if you still want to work 30 or 40 hours a week, you can make 4 times as much as you do working a corporate job. Other people love the flexibility. No matter what they make or how many hours they work, they love the fact that they can work at any time of the day, any day of the week, and from anywhere there's an internet connection. So you can be traveling around in your RV like me and get all your work done and make all your clients happy, and it's awesome. So being able to homeschool your kids, or if your kids are in school, and well, probably no field trips going on right now, but I know that was like a real hard thing for me, is not being able to go to all those field trips and being like the class mom like I wanted to be and things like that when my kids were in school. So there's so many different ways that this can be life-changing for people, and I would love to know what yours is, Crystal. Let's see. Christina says, if anyone is on the fence, you must do it. I almost talked myself out of it. I cannot believe that I literally almost lost this opportunity. I joined in the first week of January, but did not officially launch until January 18th. So I'm only 2 months and 5 days in. And today I signed on 2 clients, and that brings me up to 6 monthly clients, plus 1 client I simply file sales tax for. They literally teach you everything. And honestly, the things Tiffani teaches you just about opening your business the correct way, plus the marketing, is worth the price alone. Then add in that she teaches you how to do the bookkeeping too. Yes, thank you so much, Christina. I really appreciate that in-depth explanation. I love it when you guys can hear from some of the other students and you don't have to just take my word for it. If you're on our email list, you will notice that every single day we send out at least 1 testimonial or 1 positive thing from our group. So definitely let us know. Comment here if you want to be on the email list. Say, please sign me up for the email list if you want to start seeing the student testimonials, because they are plentiful, and I can't wait to start bringing some more of the students on next week. And congratulations, Christina. 6 clients is so fantastic in just 2 short months. That is great. That is great. Totally life-changing. I love also too how when everyone joins the academy, they always have these goals. Like, I want to quit my job by June, or I want to have X amount of dollars in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. And if they're actually working the program and taking action, they almost always beat their goals. I know that Chelsea, you have just totally blown your financial goals out of the water. I know Vanessa, she was going to quit her job and is going to be able to do that way earlier than expected. And Chelsea was able to do that as well. It's so exciting to watch everyone do that. Jasmine says, I love how responsive everyone is. Shireen was amazing on my call, super personable. Then I got an email as a follow-up and it wasn't a robot. It's just so nice to be heard and actually speak to someone. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that feedback. We are not a big giant faceless corporation. We are a team of awesome ladies and some guys. And we just really care about everybody. We're here to change lives and we're here to make money, but we're also here to help you guys make money. And that is really what motivates us all, to change your lives, show you how easy it is to make a little bit of money, but then start living the life that you dream of. Because guess what? You can have that life. You don't have to just keep dreaming it. You can actually live it. And it does require action, and it may require a little hard work on your part, especially in the beginning, but we are here to help make that transition from point A to point Z, where you're living the life that you want to live. We're here to make that a straight line and keep it from being a bumpy road. So that is our goal. Emily says, I have been going through the guides units on Facebook this week. Fantastic. Is following those in order the best road to success? I see all the curriculum under the Stay at Home Academy and want to make sure I'm not jumping ahead or doing things out of order. Yes. So when you join the Academy, there is a little 5-minute video that we tag you in at the very beginning. So Emily, if you're in the Academy already, have you watched that? If you're not in the Academy, and I apologize, we've had so many people join that I haven't kept up on all the names, so forgive me if you are in there and I'm missing this. But if you are not in the Academy and you're going through the guides and the units in the Facebook group, Have Your Cake and Eat It Too group, that would be a great place to start. I would also just highly suggest booking a call with us, and we can guide you in the direction that you want to go and answer any questions you have and help you figure out what your next best step would be to reach your goals. Kim says, you are awesome. Thanks for putting this program together. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much, Kim. I think you are supposed to be relaxing on a beach this week. Am I right? I want to know how that's going. So Kim is a fantastic, awesome lady. She joined our academy like a year ago, and she has a great business. And is it hard at times? Yes. Do you work more than you want to occasionally? Yes. But have you reached so many of your goals and changed your life in ways you couldn't have dreamed of last year? I think so. So it's so exciting, so exciting. And Kim has joined our mastermind, and she is learning how to hire people and scale her business and take a step back so she doesn't have to do so much of the work, which is really cool because when you join the mastermind, it's kind of a graduation program, or you can go right into that as well. But it's usually a graduation program from the Bookkeeper Academy students. And we teach you how to take your business to the next level. So if you are wanting to build an empire or just work even less than you are as a bookkeeper, then the mastermind is great for you because we really teach you how to build a team and offload some of that work to other moms that maybe don't want to own a business or don't want to run this stuff, and you can teach them how to do it and pay them a very reduced rate. Usually we say around 30% of your fees to do the work for you. And we calculated, we have one student in the mastermind. I'm not going to share names yet, but we calculated last week what her hourly rate is since she joined the mastermind and she started building a team and having them complete the work. And she's now making $330 an hour for her clients, the ones that she's outsourcing, which is amazing because I'm pretty sure she was a pharmacy tech that was making maybe $12 to $15 an hour when she started this program. And now she's making $330 an hour, guys. And it's been maybe a year and a half since she launched her business. So we really, really want to impact your lives. We really want to help you guys reach your goals. Let's see. Okay, let's see what Christina says. I have a client that I just did expenses for, in which she paid to have her website revamped. She paid $1,600 to have someone do it for her. If that tells you how much value Tiffani is offering just on the website support alone. Yes, absolutely. And I would say that's probably on the low end. From what I've seen, people pay anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 to have websites designed. And when you join the Bookkeeper Academy, we do that for you for free. So you will jump in there and we will design your website. And it also comes with an automated onboarding program so that when you get new clients, it automatically onboards them. They go through a series of videos letting them know what you need in order to do their bookkeeping and how to get those documents to you. So it automatically onboards them, which is so awesome. And that is included for free in the Academy, as is all of our do-it-yourself courses as well. Let's see. What else do we got? Emily said, love my first call and actual human response in an email. Awesome. That's great. All right. Kaylin says, Jasmine, we can go through this together. Sharon, you were absolutely amazing to talk to as well. I'm so happy we had a chance to talk. I look forward to getting to know everyone better. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, we are a big family. Shireen and Nagin are twins that are on the sales team with us. And if you book a discovery call, you're likely to speak with one of them, or you might get to talk to Eileen or maybe Tiffani Ware, who Tiffani Ware runs our Have Your Cake and Eat It Too group. So you'll see her a lot in here, and you may get a chance to talk to her on the phone as well. But we are one big giant family. The Have Your Cake and Eat It Too group, we call it the Cake Family. But when you join the Academy, then you get to secret access to our private support group, which is called the Piece of Cake support group. And that is a very close-knit, very tight-knit family, and we love to help each other. And it's really great. Megan Davis is our lead mentor in there, and she is somebody that went through my program from the very first time I launched it. She is also the very first person that really went out there and followed my guidance and was able to quit her full-time job and start doing this full-time instead. So she joined the Academy in May 1st of 2019, and she took her a while. She launched her business at the end of June. And then she had her first client by mid-July. So within 2 weeks, she had her first client just from following our steps. And then by November, just a short few months, she was able to quit her job, and she used all of her new client income to cover all of her living expenses, and it's just been up from there. And one of the things I remember Megan always saying is how life-changing it has been for her, because now she has so many amazing friends. You guys will make so many friends in the Academy, and you're just going through all of this stuff together, and everyone is so helpful. There are so many clients out there that you are never going to be in competition with another bookkeeper. To give you kind of an idea, when I was making $200,000 a year, I only had about 30 to 35 clients. So if you can imagine, there is 22 million businesses in the US alone that are operating at any given time during the year. And so there is plenty of business to go around. So there's no competition among us in the group. We all help each other every day. It's awesome. It's really awesome. Ulysses says, are the Academy Zoom sessions during the week, during the day, or the evening? So we have them at all different times, but most of our students are trying to transition out of a corporate job. So we do try to do them outside of normal business hours. We have one that is, Mondays. The Monday Mindset Call is at 11 Pacific, I believe, 1 Central. And then Tuesdays is early in the mornings. I believe that one is 7 a.m. Pacific. And then Wednesdays is 5 p.m. and Thursdays is 6 p.m., I think, Pacific time. So if you're in Central or Eastern, it'd be obviously later. And those times are, subject to change. If our members need it, we can also always add them. Another cool thing is that they are all recorded. They're recorded and they're streamed live in the group. So if you can't get on, you can always watch the recording. You can always submit questions ahead of time as well, and those will be answered during the recordings also. But most of the time we we have them situated where people, even if you have a full-time job, you can hop on. And we know everybody's working from home or around kids or is doing this job so they can be home with their kids. So we don't care if there's kids in the background. I'm sure there's been many people with kids sitting on their laps during the Zoom calls here, even recently. So it's very, very flexible and very, very family oriented. Does that answer your question, Ulysses? Emily said it would be great to stay connected with others who have joined around the same time. Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually, once I get settled into my new house here in the next couple of weeks, one thing I'm going to be doing is pairing people up. So we're going to be doing, people that joined in March. You're going to have like an extra like little group session. So we're going to be doing that because I think that will be really fun. That's something that I've been putting on my to-do list for a while. It looks like Tiffani posted the link to book a discovery call. So if you want to click on that link and you can book a free call with us, and we will just let you know what this program is about. And we'll help you decide if it's right for you and which route to go, whether you want to do the do-it-yourself course, you want to be in the Bookkeeper Academy so you have full support from our team for 12 whole months and be in our awesome secret community, or if you want to just skip right ahead and go into the mastermind so you can work directly with me, that's an option as well. So click that link and book a call. You can also watch a bunch of our student success stories that we have interviewed students in the past, and a lot of those students are either in the mastermind or they're student mentors or both. So check those out as well at that same link. Becky says, thanks, this program is so amazing, so thankful. And Becky, everyone congratulate her. She is in the mastermind and she is rocking her business as well. So love working with Becky. Chelsea says, I'm making more bookkeeping than I am babysitting now, even with my expenses and saving for taxes. That's fantastic. So exciting. And I bet you're working a lot less as well. A lot less. Shireen says, you guys would be fast friends. That's awesome. Kaylin says, I'm curious to know the cons. I saw someone post something about it on the page earlier. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to talk about that tonight. I saved it and then now I'm doing this live from my phone. So I can't really pull up both, but I remember what you're saying now. So let's see. Let's talk about all the cons to having a bookkeeping business. Let's see. Cons would be okay, I think it froze for a second. Hopefully you guys can still see me. So sometimes that can be kind of stressful to feel like you have that responsibility. I will say that's probably the biggest con to just being a business owner in general. It's pressure. There's some pressure there for sure. When you work from home, especially if you have kids, you don't really have office hours. So you're always on. So one thing that's a little bit challenging for me and has always been for me is I have gotten to do everything I wanted to do for my kids, and I fit my business and my work, in between times when I'm not taking care of my kids. But sometimes that can be exhausting when you're getting up in the morning and you're either working or taking care of your kids all day until bedtime. And if you are lucky enough that your kids actually go to bed and you can have some peace and quiet in the evenings, then that makes it a lot easier for you. But if you're unlucky like me and your kids don't even leave you alone when they're sleeping, that makes it a little bit more challenging to have a sense of balance, if you will. So those are some cons, I would say, but it's really worth it. I mean, like, I would not want to get rid of those cons and go back to working a corporate job for the time, restrictions, pay, I mean, all of it. Those cons are worth it to me, but there are drawbacks. But the cool thing is too, with our academy, when you're experiencing things like that, you can really lean on us for support. We've all been there. We all have been there. We have felt it. We have dealt with it. And we can give you our tips and tricks. And sometimes it's just nice to be like, hey, this sucks. This is stressful. I would like somebody to tell me that this sucked for you too. And let's just hug each other and then move on. So that's kind of what we do in the academy. Because sometimes there's, it's just hard being a parent and it's hard being a business owner. And when you throw them both in, it can be challenging. But it is worth it. And that's another thing I mean, like, this isn't really a get rich quick scheme. This is an actual business you're growing, and you're developing these skills that are going to serve you for a lifetime. So it's exciting. And in the grand scheme of things, it's easy. It's easy to make this kind of money. But there definitely are those challenges. So I would say those are the main cons to doing this. Never really being able to leave the office or be off work. Always having it on your phone, on your computer. I mean, it's always there. That's a con. And then just like bouncing back and forth between kids, business. That can be a con too. I do like miss the fact that when you do work for someone and you clock out at the end of the day, you don't even have to think about it and you're off. But that isn't enough of a con for me to give up all of the pros for this business. So let me know if you guys have questions on that. And if you guys can think of any other cons, feel free to post them in, ladies. Jocelyn I signed up for a course, but wondered how long after signing up do I get my login info? Oh, Jocelyn, you should get that immediately. So if you didn't get any information, first check your spam, because sometimes it goes to spam at the beginning. And if you don't get it, please email us at info@tiffanihiggins.com or reach out to us on the business page here, and we will look that up for you. So you should get that access immediately. Let's see. Taishina, I'm so excited. I heard that you had a discovery call with us. I hope you get to join the Academy. That's so exciting. Yay. Teresa, is there a limit to how many students you can take on at one time? For me personally, no. We don't have a limit to the students because we just bring on more team members if we have the need for it. So a really cool thing about joining the Academy is that I have personally taught a lot of people how to do this. And now all of these people have really successful, amazing businesses. And now they get to come back and work with me. So if we get a huge influx of students into the Academy, I will just keep pulling in more and more and more student mentors. I believe we have 7 student mentors in the Academy right now that assist answering questions in the group, hopping on Zoom calls, handling the breakout sessions, and doing the financial statement reviews for you. So we have plenty of help, and we are always adding more team members to help as well. That's another opportunity for a lot of you as well. So if there's some of you that maybe have bookkeeping experience, and you join the Academy for the other support, the business support, the marketing support, the quoting support, things like that, you have the opportunity to become part of our team member at some point. So, and even if you don't have prior bookkeeper and accounting experience, there's a lot of people that have just caught on so quick. Most of my student mentors didn't have any prior experience in bookkeeping or accounting either. So it's amazing. It's amazing what even 12 short months in the Academy can do for your life. Totally change your life. Let's see. Hey, Samantha, how's it going? I want an update. I know you are. Okay, I always say this joke in the Academy that once you really get going with the marketing, you keep doing all these things and you start to have what I like to call the snowball effect. You start to roll down the mountain and you just keep picking up more and more clients, and the snowball just keeps taking off. Well, Samantha has experienced that, and she posted a really funny GIF in the group of being attacked with snowballs, which was hilarious because she's just being attacked with clients, and I love it. It's so exciting. Samantha, I'd love if you want to give everyone an update on how things are going for you guys. Let's see. Eileen says, are you planning on updating or adding to the Academy in the next year? If so, what can we look forward to? Awesome. That is a great question. As a matter of fact, I update and add to the Academy all the time. And it really depends on exactly what the students are needing. So every single month right now, I do 2 coaching calls in there. Don't quote me on that. This March one is way behind, because I've been traveling so much, but what I like to do in there is do coaching calls on quoting. So we do a lot of extra coaching around that, and that gets stored into the group. We have a rejection contest right now. So when you actually quote a client, you get to submit that information for feedback, and you get points, and you get more points if they say no, just so you can get comfortable with that. And you get points if they say yes and they become a client. So there's a lot of coaching that goes on around that. We also have feedback forms that I like to do coaching on. And then if anyone requests additional things, we love to do extra coaching. I believe last week, Robin one of our student mentors did a coaching call around how to use QuickBooks Desktop. And a couple weeks prior to that, I did a coaching call and a live video on how to do financial statements for individuals, personals. So like not businesses. So like, let's say you have maybe a business owner who makes, who has like a high wealth business, and he also wants you or she wants you to keep track of their personal finances. So I've taught everyone in the academy how to keep track of personal books as well. So there's all sorts of extra training. We throw in extra trainings all the time, and it totally depends on what students need at that time. So really exciting. Taishina says, I enjoyed speaking to you as well. I can't wait to join either. I am so excited for you, girl. That's awesome. Emily says, okay, I'm in the academy. Was this a video I was emailed or tagged on Facebook? Yes, it would be your welcome post. When we first welcome you into the group, we tag you, and then there is a video there that you can watch. So if you don't see that or you haven't seen that, just hop into the group and check on some of the other new people that have been added, and there is an intro video and it walks you through everything. But yes, you definitely want to go through the units section, and the units section has everything that you need to do in order, and then it'll take you to the appropriate coursework in our Teachable platform that you need to look at. So unfortunately, in our Teachable site where we house all of our coursework, it doesn't let me put anything like in numerical order for you guys. So we have a whole bunch of little small courses that are separated out. But once you have access to that, it's just all in one account, and they're all just listed out, I think maybe in alphabetical order. So we use the units section of the Piece of Cake support group, Facebook group, to guide you through the process, so you know step by step exactly what to do. So if you have any questions, post in the group, ask on the Zoom calls, or email us at info@tiffanyhiggins.com, and everyone will be super happy to walk you through that. Hey, Lydia. Hi, good to see you tonight. What questions do you have for me tonight? Samantha says, you've changed my life with this program. 2 new large clients this week and partnering with a local CPA. Yay, awesome. How exciting. Heather said, my goal is to graduate to the mastermind class by this time next year. Fantastic. All right, Heather, I would love to see you in there. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you guys. Emily says, feeling super motivated and confident after hearing a live call. Awesome. Great. Well, I do these every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have anytime. Starting, operating, growing a bookkeeping business, anything. Jasmine says, so is this like schooling? How long are the classes in the academy? So it's sort of like school. You do have to learn some basic information, but from there, then we want you to get hands-on real-world experience, basically like paid training, and we walk you through doing everything that you need to do so that you can do a really good job. So when you join the academy, Jasmine, you're going to have a list of things that you need to do. And we walk you through everything in very detailed, very instructional videos. And we walk you through how to set up your business, how to learn the basics, how to start marketing, all that kind of stuff, so that you have a great general overview. And then we want you to get a client. And we want you to get a client because we want you to make money immediately. And when you get that client and you start making money, you come back to the support group and we help you do the work with that client. So it is like school. It's kind of like hands-on training. And you leave the academy in 12 months, not only with these skills and with the knowledge, but with a really profitable, amazing business that you've grown to whatever you want to be. So if you're looking for just the academy and not the mastermind, the academy is $8,200. And that's for 12 full months of our support. You won't find another program that offers this much support for that long. And when you leave the academy, we're set up to help you reach $8,200 per month in reoccurring revenue. Now, depending on whatever your goals are, you may or may not reach that if you don't want to make $8,200 a month. I think at that rate, you would be working about 18 hours a week, 15 to 18 hours a week. So if you're cool with working that much, you can definitely make that much money per month by the time you graduate from the academy. And you can actually do more than that too if you are really gung-ho and you really go after the clients. But that's what we're really set up to do. And I can't wait to see a lot of the graduates and what they've reached as well. So it's going to be really, really exciting. Let's see. Christina says, there is zero competition and we just simply support one another. I have learned things from others that have found something that works great for them, and I have shared things that have worked for me. I get just as excited to see other Cake family members getting a win as I am when I reach a goal. Yes, it is great. It's so fun to cheer each other on. So exciting. Okay, great. Let's see. Tiffany Ware posted, is this something I can do 5 to 10 hours a week to start and grow later? I still have a 9 to 5 and don't want to lose that. Okay, great question. Yes, you definitely can. If you only have 5 to 10 hours a week to put into the business, that is perfectly fine. And it may just take you a little bit longer to reach the number of clients that you want, because the more time you put into marketing, the quicker you're going to find clients. But you don't have to put any certain amount of time into marketing. So you may luck out and find several clients pretty quickly and then just keep those. So if you have 5, let's say 10 hours a week that you want to work on your bookkeeping business, at the beginning, you're going to spend those 10 hours doing marketing. And as you pick up enough clients, you're going to transition from that being marketing to that actual being bookkeeping work. So once you have enough clients where you are working 10 hours a week doing bookkeeping, that is about $4,000 a month that you're going to be making, or $52,000 a year, 10 hours a week. Yeah. So that's how much you're going to make if you're working about 10 hours a week. So, and you can still keep your 9 to 5 if you want to, and just do this in the evenings, on the weekends. Absolutely. Business owners typically work during the day, and so they like to communicate with bookkeepers in the evenings and weekends anyway. So it wouldn't be a big deal to do this on the side, which is great. The other question was, what are some of the annoying, unglamorous things in this industry? Horrible client stories and frustrations. This is great. Okay, so unglamorous things is you're going to be on occasion working with clients that maybe have personalities that annoy you, or maybe personalities that you just don't jive with. You might work with clients that are really unorganized, and if you're organized, that can be really frustrating, even though that's what we're here to do, is to help them stay organized. Sometimes you have to almost be more of like a counselor than a bookkeeper and help guide these people and slowly get them transitioned over to doing things the way that they're supposed to do. So I often joke that you have to be a psychologist to be a bookkeeper, which I think is funny. But it's kind of the same way as being a parent. You have to basically know child psychology to figure out your kids sometimes. So those are maybe some of the frustrations or unglamorous things. Another unglamorous thing is that, you know, you're just doing data entry. So it's not like it's not always exciting unless you end up having a real liking to it. So, you know, but hey, it's really good money and it's very flexible. So I think most people can live with maybe that it's not super exciting to do book work. Horrible client stories. You know, you'll have those out of all the clients that I worked with, because not all of mine were monthly reoccurring. And especially I did taxes my first year, which I didn't do that after my first year because I really enjoyed bookkeeping more, and for me it was way more profitable. But you'll occasionally find clients that no matter what you do, you can't make them happy. And that's something that is hard to swallow sometimes, and which I love the Academy for, because we can always just be like, hey, you can't win them all, you know, and we push each other back up. But you are occasionally going to work with clients that are just, they're mean, or they're hateful, or they give you a bad review even though you underquoted them and you bent over backwards for them. It just happens. And you know, there's not really anything you can do about it sometimes. But I'd say that's the extent of it. There is on occasion, like out there, where clients have sued their bookkeepers, but that is pretty rare. And of course, we recommend that everyone gets errors and omissions insurance, and we explain all about that in the course, exactly how to do that and what it's covered for and things like that, and how to cover yourself in those instances. But I have heard of it happening, not to anyone that I know personally and not to me, but it's a possibility. There's always a possibility of getting sued or whatever anywhere you go. So I think those are maybe some of the client horror stories. But again, there's a drawback in basically everything you could do. You could get sued at your employee job. So you never really know. But all of the pros make it so worth it. Make everything so worth it. Christina says, I'm with Heather. My goal is to join the mastermind by my year anniversary. Awesome. I know I will get there by then. I hope to be popping a bottle of celebratory champagne at month 10, though. If I continue to grow at the exact same rate each month, I will have enough clients to hit 100K in reoccurring revenue by month 10. Oh my gosh, Christina, that is awesome. So you are definitely going to hit that 100K mark before your 12 months is up. That is great. Yay, you guys can totally do this. And Samantha's snowballs are flying like crazy over there, she says. Christina says, let me tell you about the snowball effect. It's real. It's real, y'all. Every client I have was a referral after I secured my first client. Yep. So we really want you to go out and take that leap of faith and get that first client, because after that, you learn so much from doing the work for that first client that your confidence just explodes, and then you're able to really go out and get a lot more clients. It's great. Samantha says, I joined the academy 8 months ago and I'm just under $5,000 a month of reoccurring income with 4 clients. I've had a few clients have just cleanup work as well, and will be partnering with a local CPA within the next few weeks. I'm also a single mom of 2 and just had my second in December. If I can grow this business, so can you. That is awesome, Samantha. Thank you so much for sharing that. Oh, I love that, Heather. Mastermind by 1 year anniversary is a fantastic goal. Yes. All right. Hey, Lydia. Okay, your question for this week. Apart from preparing clean financials and getting the clients ready for taxes, how else can we help our clients' businesses grow and thrive? So by preparing the clean financials for them, it really helps them be able to make decisions about their business, and it makes it easy for them. Like if they need to get capital or a loan or funding or anything like that, they have it all ready to go. You can help them with tax planning as well. Having their financials ready early ahead of tax time gives them the opportunity to go to their tax person and say, hey, here's what's looking. It looks like my profit is going to be, whatever by the end of the year. What should I do to minimize my taxes? Or what should I expect my tax balance to be? And you can slowly add services to help them with that kind of stuff as well. And then another thing too is you can do job costing for a lot of your clients, and you can upsell them into higher bookkeeping packages by offering to help them determine maybe what product line is the most profitable or what jobs they've done if they're meeting their budget. So for instance, like if you have a construction company, you can ask them if they want to pay you extra to do job costing or class tracking. And so every single deposit that they have gets coded to a particular job, and then all the expenses also get coded to the correct jobs. So then you can send reports each month that also show how profitable each one of their jobs have been. And so that really is powerful information for the business owner to have, because then they can look at that and say, oh, wow, we basically lost money on this job. I'm never going to quote like that again. Or, oh my gosh, my lead foreman is taking twice as long to do all of this stuff than I thought he was. I need to, tighten that up or quote differently or something. So it's just really powerful for people to know their financials. And the more detailed you can get, if they're willing to pay for it, it can be really, really helpful for them. So I'd say that's kind of some of the best ways to do it. Tax planning is always a great way too. You can also offer other like office type, virtual administrative type work for your clients as well. You can help them invoice. You can show them how to invoice through QuickBooks Online and be able to accept payments online from their customers. I can't tell you how many businesses I helped where they sent invoices to their clients, and then their clients had to print off the invoices, manually write a check, fold it up, and stick it in the mail. And I'm like, Do you know if you allow them to pay you online, sure, there may be credit card fees, but you're going to get paid immediately. You're not going to have people that don't pay you for months and then have to go to the bank and deposit all this stuff. So there's a lot of ways that we can help our clients in that respect. And the more clients that you work with, the more ways that you'll notice of other ways to help other clients. You'll see how some clients do things and be like, oh, wow, this is really working great for that client. I'm going to suggest this to my other client. So things like that really help. And if you have any more questions or you want me to go into more detail on that, let me know. Brittany says, is finding clients hard? I would have to say no to that. Occasionally we have students that struggle with finding clients in the beginning, but I would say most of the time it's not really finding clients that's hard, but it's having the confidence and the courage to put yourself out there that may be hard for some people. And we try to help a lot with confidence and mindset and things like that in the academy. But at the end of the day, as long as you talk to people and you tell people what you do and you're not shy about it, you're going to get clients pretty easily. I know I love to tell the story of Megan Tidwell in our academy. She got clients at the gas station on Christmas Eve. So, I mean, just talking to people, as long as you don't mind talking to people, you're not going to have a hard time finding clients. And trust me, if you're shy, it's okay. This is a learned skill as well. I was shy, didn't really talk to a whole lot of people. Going to networking meetings and stuff like that was really stressful for me at first. But when I realized how easy it was to just talk to people and you can get clients from that, it's just so worth it. And it actually started to become fun. So it's not hard to find clients. There are so many people that need bookkeeping. Every single business needs a bookkeeper. Whether they do it themselves or they have someone else do it, everyone needs to have their bookkeeping done. So there's just so many people out there that need help. And it's just, as long as you're good at telling people that you're open for business, then it's pretty easy for people to find you. Let's see. Chelsea says there are even multiple of us in the KC area and in the academy and still not competition. Yep. There's a whole bunch of students, in the Kansas City, Overland Park area that have joined the program. And there's so many businesses out that there's never going to be competition. Suzanne says, doesn't matter to me if the work is exciting. It's a small sacrifice to have an exciting life. Oh, I love that. That's great. Yeah, absolutely. Like, you may have to sit at your computer and just get through the boredom, the mundane task of doing bookkeeping. But if that means that you can hop out of your RV and go jump in the sand at the beach when you're done working, it's worth it. Totally get that. Absolutely. Chelsea says, I currently have 16 businesses, 14 clients now. Reoccurring monthly is $3,044. Wow, girl, I'm so excited for you. This is great. And once I get these cleanups done, it will be less than 4 or 5 hours of work a week. That is fantastic. So guys, see, there you go. I don't even have to convince you. Chelsea is just explaining to you right now, you can make so much money doing this. That is awesome. So that is really awesome. I'm super excited for you, Chelsea. Jasmine says, I would definitely like to speak with you about the mastermind when you have time. Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to send me a message on Facebook, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have for sure. Chelsea says, I also may be paying off my academy costs next month, if not this month. Awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. That is great. Yeah, our funding specialist, there's a no prepayment penalty. So a lot of times people can pay that off really, really fast. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can knock that out with your first few clients. Christina says, even at 5 hours a week, that is an average of $152 an hour. Yeah, that's great. That is fantastic. Yay. All right. Chelsea says 15 and 13 clients. Yeah, still the same though. Okay, great. Yay. Lydia says, what is usually included in the strategy sessions that are offered to the clients? So it's really basically just for clients that have questions. So we put that on the One Program to Rule Them All website. just to let them know that if they want to have a bunch of meetings with you every month, that it's going to be in addition. So basically, for our quoting purposes, we suggest that the minimum monthly fee for basic bookkeeping is $297 a month. And of course, depending on what industry they're in and how large of a business they are, that can always go up. But we also like to set the precedent for clients that this doesn't mean that they can call you every single day, request that you get on a Zoom call once a week. It doesn't include all of that. Now, when I did my business, I did include all of the communication for free. And I do suggest that you do that, and you don't, charge them hourly or anything like that for emails and stuff like that. But they do need to know that your time is valuable and that they can't just have unlimited access to you. So I feel like those strategy sessions, just having them listed there, just lets them know that if they do want to have like those one-on-one calls with you, or they have some extra issue that they want addressed, that's not in your normal scope of bookkeeping, and they need to be prepared to pay extra for that. Does that answer your question? Christina says, I live in Ohio and just signed on 2 clients in Arizona this week, and your location doesn't matter. That is true. That's true. I had clients from San Diego all the way to New York, and I moved my family to a different city and didn't lose a single client. So it's definitely awesome to be able to get clients from anywhere. Very cool. Let's see. Josie asked when Chelsea joined the academy. Gosh, I think it was maybe like November, something like that. I can't remember. Hasn't been very long. Tanya says, I'm sitting at my computer with oil in my hair and a facial mask on, dog in my lap, and doing some work and listening to this live. Tanya, you are awesome. That is fantastic. Yep. It may not be glamorous, but it's awesome. That's fantastic. Lydia says, thank you for answering all the questions. It's great to see you every week. Your energy is infectious. Shine on. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you hopping on here and asking questions. I love it. I love helping you guys out. Christina says, I have regular meetings with my clients, but more so on my terms, which only means they can't abuse my time, but I am absolutely available to them with boundaries. Perfect. That's exactly what I mean about the strategy sessions, just letting them know that there are boundaries, that you're always willing to help them, but there are boundaries. And if they cross over those boundaries, it may just cost them a little bit more money, and that's totally fine. Let's see. Okay, Chelsea opened her business in September and joined the academy in November, and you only had one client. Only had one client on January 1st. Yep, that's amazing. You have grown so fast. I love tax season. It's so helpful. Caitlin. Hey, Caitlin, how's it going? She said, just signed a client with 2 businesses in the Virgin Islands 2 weeks ago, and I'm in New Jersey. That's funny. Ooh, Virgin Islands. How cool. That's awesome. All right, guys, these were great questions. Let's see, what time is it? Make sure